Netflix, you don't need cable. I'm on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up locally and globally, Vince vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system with your glass a little. Expose current events talk, trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, think you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house ain't your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Table. To all my hoodies, please come on in, like and share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Thank you very, very, very much. I got my girl here, Tia, in the house. What's up, Tia?
What's up?
Girl, what's good with you? How you been? It's been a minute since we seen you.
I've been good. I just been chilling.
Good. That's good. You enjoying your spring so far?
Well, this weekend, it was a lot of rain. I'm enjoying it.
Man, I am really enjoying our spring. It's we don't have those really warm days like some people are having around the world, but it's like 60s, occasional 50s here and there. Still drops down sometimes to the 30s, but overall, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to the summer. So we can start doing things that I used to do pre-Rona, because I really feel like I don't know, it feels like we're almost back to where we were, before that time frame. At least that's how I feel in my neck of the woods, but so yeah, I'm looking forward to that and activities this summer. But yes, girl, we about to get into this review of Ruthless. And you know what, Tia? I swear to God, sometimes if you don't remind me of stuff or hit me up in the DMs, I'll be like, girl, I'll be going week by week, month by month, and not even thinking about the shows coming back on, because I swear I haven't really seen any previews of Ruthless. Like normally, every time I turn the TV on cable or whatever, it's Ruthless, when the season starts. And I really wasn't seeing any. So that's why I was like 3 shows behind.
I only seen it when I was on Instagram, but then I seen it because I watched somebody else review it, and they just posted on their page. I said, oh, okay. Wow. I said, I don't feel like they promoted it enough. They didn't really promote Ruthless.
They didn't. They really didn't. And I mean, so we're on actually episode 3. We got 3 new episodes on season 4. So we're going to talk about a little bit from season 4, episode 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to, get around, you know what I mean? But like I was telling you before we went live, all these 3 seasons, I swear, it's like almost more entertaining than these 3 episodes is almost more entertaining than the last whole season.
Because the last whole season, it was too much ragged, and we kept staying on the compound too much. I want to get out the compound. Where's Paula?
Right, well, girl,
did Andrew Wright really get killed?
Off the compound, Tia. We finally back to the FBI station. I'm like,
did Andrew Wright really get killed? Like these missing storylines.
Where is Paula? Where is Paula? That's what
I said.
Because even though we know from the Oval what they said happened to girl, Ruth's friend, what was her name?
Charlie.
They never really mentioned her in Ruthless.
You're right about that.
Once she left, they didn't say anything. They didn't say she died. They didn't say she got caught. They didn't say she got shot. They didn't say nothing in Ruthless.
Yes, because I follow her on Instagram. And she's done a lot of big things. Like she got a show on Disney Plus, so she's been doing a lot of stuff. So she must have left the show. Yeah, and I think Brian left the show too.
Yeah.
Brian must have left the show too. The guy that played Brian, he must have left the show too. I said, why all these people keep leaving Tyler Perry shows?
I don't know. But
maybe he's not paying enough. Allegedly. I don't know if he's paying enough. Maybe they get paid more for other shows because sometimes you might leave one place to go to another. You get paid more.
Child, I don't know what's going on. If they were taken off the show, or if they were no, get out of here. Get
What happened?
out. Hold on 1 second so I get him out of here. Because he heaving and hawing. You know how dogs be heaving because they done ate too many of their fur balls, licking on themselves and stuff. He up here like he about to die. Get out of here. But anyway, child. Okay, so for the people who I know a lot of times when I do season premieres, I go over a little bit of what happened, before the new season started. So let's just start there. I'm gonna just do a little brief recap. Then we're gonna get into the new season. So as far as season 3, episode 22, it was titled Enough is Enough. It was the finale. And we saw how that new guy, Aaron, had stumbled upon the punishment trailer looking for the bathroom, allegedly. But he started roaming around trying to be nosy and stuff. And he had got caught. He was shaken up by what he saw. Like he saw men locked up, chained up. He saw children, looked like they were locked up. He saw a man with his peen sliced that he had to help. He didn't come there for all that. He's like, I didn't sign up for all this shit. So he was thinking, this is some crazy stuff. I need to tell my wife. He did tell his wife that they needed to run. His wife named Laura, because he thought that they was doing some crazy stuff up there. And he was like, I know you're on a spiritual journey, but this ain't the one, baby. This is not the right one. And even after telling her everything he saw, she was like, well, maybe the highest don't know anything about any of this. Maybe the ruler of the code don't know about what's going on. But anywho, Joan, she managed to stop them. She forced them to stay, saying that if they left, that it would insult the highest and they would be cursed by him instead of blessed by him. And we know the reason why they came there in the first place, right? Because the wife has been having problems getting pregnant, right? So Joan had told her, you know what, you have to stay here. The only way you can leave is if the highest say they're not a good fit. And we got to, make them leave. So then they tried to give excuses why they wanted to go. And that's when Mother made them something to eat. She gave them something to basically calm them down. And we know she be putting these drugs and all that kind of stuff, in the food to make them happy or make them, in a more comfortable, relaxed state. And then we also saw last season on the finale how the highest has summoned Ruth, who he told he wanted to see that night do that thing to him. He wanted her to do that thing to him on the finale, and he wanted her to do that thing to him. And so she was like, okay, you need to apologize to River, though, for how you be taking your anger out on River. When he gets angry, he did say he would apologize. He did say that, and he did explain that he doesn't know why he gets angry. And that's why I said I think he's bipolar. We know that he's like psychotic, but I really think he's bipolar as well because of all those weird mood swings. But then Ruth, she got slick asking him, does your anger come from before or after your meals? She never really got an answer because he was like, I don't know. Sometimes, when I'm relaxed, when I'm uptight, when the Raku speaks to me, he was like, it just comes whenever. So basically, Ruth never got an answer there. So she's determined to find out what Mother is putting in that man's food. River, on the finale of last season, he basically told Ruth, if he keeps doing these things to me, if he keeps, be assaulting him and everything and doing the R word to him, that he is going to have to kill him. He's like, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. And Ruth promised that she'll take care of it and that she handle it. And she promised that she'll try to find out what the labels are on those containers, to try to find out what Mother be putting in his food. Also, Ruth, remember she was supposed to be getting those pregnancy tests last season. And she needed the Coca-Cola. Remember, she needed Zane to go get the Coca-Cola. Zane forgot the Coca-Cola, but what did she end up doing? She ended up using somebody else's urine. Another pregnant lady that's on the compound, she used her urine. She put a bucket in the toilet, and the pee that got in the bucket, that's what she used on the pregnancy test. Now, as far as the agents, Brian, Andrew, Malcolm. They were still locked up in the trailer last season, in the Punisher trailer. What ended up happening is after beating on Andrew for a while, the highest believed that Andrew didn't really love him and didn't believe that he really wanted to be there. So he gave him a gun with a bullet, told him to prove that he loved him by killing one of the other agents. And after, going back and forth, shooting the gun back and forth, because it was one bullet in the gun, the bullet finally went off when he shot at Brian. So Brian is assumably dead. I believe he is dead. Because I think in season 1, in episode 1 of season 4, I think Malcolm said, "You killed Brian, you killed Brian." So then he sends for River, who he thought was going to finally kill him. And after pleading with the highest to get him some of that magic stuff to relax him, the highest allowed River to shoot him up with the drugs. And at that time, we didn't know if he killed the highest or not because he gave him an overdose of drugs. But then we came to find out in this new season that the highest did survive. So now, going on to the new season, what scenario, what storyline you want to dive into first, Tia?
To be honest, I said Lacey.
Lacey? Yes, girl, I can't believe she's still alive.
Yes, I said she got shot up. I said she had the body like on her breast and belly and stuff. But how about other parts of her body?
She nigga rigged some bulletproof vests out of pots and pans.
She's smart.
That was very smart.
I said she's smart, so I'm happy that she's not dead because I feel like Tyler Perry was killing off too many great characters and keeping some boring characters. So I'm happy she's not. I'm actually happy she's not dead. To be honest,
too, because I was even though her boyfriend is kind of like
Oliver.
He was a weirdo to me and too strong to be so weak. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't want her to go along with him. So I'm glad when I saw her in episode 1 of this new season, and I saw the guys carry her in and put her on the bed, I was like, hold up. She's breathing. She's still alive.
Right.
And I was like, girl, did you say what's all that stuff under her shirt when you first saw?
I seen them pots. I said, girl, you were smart.
I said, what is all that under her shirt?
Yeah. I said she was smart because she knew that probably that truck wasn't bulletproof. So she's like, I'm gonna get out of here. Even though she didn't go that far.
Yes, and I'm telling you, I didn't even think about it, but she was in the kitchen, right?
Right.
She was in the kitchen when she grabbed the keys. So that was something smart. She was real slick when she grabbed all those pots and pans and baking pans and skillets and all that other shit that she had under her dress. I was like, girl. So yes, I'm happy to see her alive. But what do you think? Okay, what do you think Zane? Okay, we know Zane that went cuckoo, right?
Right, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So what do you think might happen? Because I think it was episode 3 when Ruth and Joan was around the breakfast and they was feeding all the men first.
Yeah.
And they was like, don't tell Joan that she's alive. I mean, don't tell Zane that she's still alive because Zane done went crazy. So how do you think she'll react once she finds out that mother got her in that infirmary and she's in there abusing her because she said she's going to make her suffer like her daddy made their mule suffer back in Jamaica. So I don't know what the hell mother got in store.
The mother better be careful because I don't even think the highest know that she alive. So you better be careful. The highest probably gonna be like, why didn't you tell me? Because do the highest or Dicon know? I don't think so.
No, nobody knows. Only those 2 guys, and she didn't even tell them like, don't tell nobody or nothing. She just was like, okay, bye. Thanks for bringing her in here. And they just walked out the door. So she's kind of like going rogue right now, doing her own thing. Mm-hmm.
I said when it comes to Zane, I think she'd be happy, but she's still a little crazy. So I think she might try to do something to her. Like somebody got to get her out of that craziness.
Yes, I think. Oh God, you know what? I'm kind of on the fence here with my thoughts about Zane because we all know what she did to Manny. Okay.
Right.
And did you see the pee? Ooh, Tyler Perry. Ooh, he wrong. Did you see when Manny pulled out his stuff?
Yeah.
And it was, ooh, I was like, what the hell? Did you see Daikon's face? He said, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna keep it real. When it comes to this show, I want to see more of I want to see more of Daikon and Ruth scenes, them scenes that we seen on one season. I don't want to see her in the highs like that. I miss them scenes.
I really do. I really do.
I'm tired of Daikon acting like that. He know he love that girl. He all getting jealous. I said, Daikon, sit down.
Daikon is fighting his feelings.
He is Jason. That's Jason right there. He's sneaking around. He walking around.
Yes, he is fighting his feelings. But as far as Manny goes, and as far as Mother, I'm hoping that Zane can help her homegirl.
Yeah, me too. I hope
really
she could too.
She's already suffered enough. Remember they sent her to the senators.
Yeah.
And she was tossed around, passed around for weeks and weeks and weeks, abused. And then she gets back and she's tortured. And then she tries to escape and she's shot up. Even though she had on that nigger rig body armor, she still got shot. A few bullets did go through.
Yeah.
And now she's about to be tortured again by Mother. So I really hope Zane can help her before Manny tries to get revenge. Because Manny is going to eventually find out how she tore up his pee. Because right now he has no idea. And to me, I'm thinking, well, Manny's just not too smart. Because if I was a guy, I don't know, I'd probably be like, okay, she obviously has something in her cuckoo, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A blade, something.
Right.
But he can't figure it out. So I'm hoping that Zane can help her homegirl, Lacey, before old boy Manny gets revenge. I really do.
Right, me too. Said Manny.
Yeah, because remember he had almost killing old girl. What was her name? The dark skinned one.
Oh, her name was
Melinda. Was that her name?
Yeah, Melinda. I forgot about her.
Yeah, he had he killed her quick.
Right.
She tried to take him out, and he killed her quick and left her inside that little box.
Yeah, I would say she said, "Don't give him no warning."
She was warning.
To give him warning. Don't ever give him a warning that he got you in a box.
Exactly.
You want something small.
You gotta definitely catch Manny slipping.
Right.
But I mean, right now with the way he's walking and moving around, needing them penicillin shots in the butt. Right. But tell me that shit wasn't funny though. When Daikon walked up on them and Manny still had his pants down with his butt out, tell me that shit wasn't funny. Daikon was like, "What the hell?"
All right. I said, I'm gonna be honest. I said that Ruth, I knew she's gonna come up with she was gonna come up with something. She always think on her. She always think.
But Manny,
speak with him.
That's why I'm like, Manny, I don't think he's too smart. I mean, he's abusive and he's I think he's aggressive and I think he's a danger to a lot of the ladies there. But as far as smart and wits, he is not. Like, why didn't he just go along with Ruth when she was saying, just tell the truth, just tell the truth? That's better than Daikon believing that we out here having sex.
Right.
Like, what was so hard?
I'm happy she came out that clever story because I do want the elder mother to get in trouble. I want the highest to get her. And I want Amanda to say she was trying to sleep with me too. She did this to me.
And I'm sure that mother probably tried it at least one time with Daikon in the past. Like right now, they kind of like enemies, right? But I'm pretty sure in the past, she had to have tried to hit on him in the past. Like,
yeah, and Daikon looked like
for a reason.
Daikon looked like, I don't want that old stuff. The highest don't even like her. He said he looked at her like in disgust. She probably tried with the highest too, but not like in a sneaky way. With the highest, he like, you ain't my type. Right. He like boys, but you too old. He like young. He don't like old.
Exactly. and the only reason why he liked the ladies is because they got to have more kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the only reason why he's having sex with the ladies. Right. But how do you feel about what was I about to say? Dang, I just literally lost my train of thought. Oh my God, I can't believe I just lost my train of thought.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel that Malcolm, they took the case from Malcolm?
Okay, yeah, okay. So, who's on the case now? Uh, Desiree, no, Cal and Desiree. That's who's on the
Yeah.
case right now because Mac, and I'm so glad. How many times have we said, Mac, where the hell you at? Why ain't nobody heard from you? Why you ain't sent the cavalry? You got like how many missing agents and ain't heard no word for them? So I'm glad that he was removed from the case.
And
Not
I'm
only
glad.
because of the fact that Andrew, remember we kept saying, well, at least I kept saying, I didn't know if Andrew had been compromised or not. So I'm glad he's been removed from the case because not only has Andrew been compromised, it seems like, but also because of the two other agents that were still not accounted for. So with these two new agents coming up there with the FBI, they're going to try to find Agent Brian and try to find out what's up with Andrew, and they don't even know Malcolm is up there because remember the only person that they mentioned was Brian.
Yeah, because Malcolm went up there with Lynn.
Exactly. They had no idea that Malcolm went up there. But you know what?
But I think they said 3 agents unaccounted for, but they don't know Malcolm up there at the compound. They probably like he went AWOL or something. I don't know what they think about Malcolm.
Yeah, because they might know. When I come to think about it, they might know because
because he talked to the sheriff.
Because of the sheriff. But see, why I say they might know, and not Cal and Desiree, but why I say they might know, I think Mac probably knows because from these last few seasons, how Mac hasn't really been overly concerned about his guys, or he's just been like where the hell are you? I think he probably knew that Malcolm was up there, and I really think now you let me know because I think that he's working with the sheriff.
Yeah, I do too. Because he said go on. He said you gotta tell Daikon. But I said Tyler Perry could have been smarter with that storyline because I said I'm looking like him working with Daikon and them. That storyline doesn't make sense to me.
It really doesn't make sense.
Because why would he be sending? He would be trying to get them off of the case. So he's sending people up there.
Right. And I even though I don't understand why they never said anything else about Tally, why they never said anything else about Paula, why haven't you included Mac as much in the storyline like he wasn't at season 1? In the beginning of season 1, I don't understand. This is their boss. This is their superior. So why we don't see him? Why we don't hear from him? Why they don't hear from him? So that's why I've always thought that maybe Mac might have something to do with the cult, or something to do with the sheriff. It might be getting a little money slid into his pocket, from the drugs that they doing up there or whatever. But I don't know, child. But them agents, they came right up there. They came right up there to talk to the sheriff. But I really think that they should have stood their ground. Like, remember the white guy, Cal?
Yeah, I like him.
The sheriff said 6 o'clock in the morning. You can come at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like, now.
We can force you. And he said, we can do something. And that's when the lady agent Desiree said, no, that's fine. 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's don't give the sheriff time if they do got some footage on camera. Because they did have footage on camera. Remember when old Melinda was up there having sex with Deputy Polk?
Yep.
On the sheriff's desk?
But he can erase stuff out the footage.
Don't work that well.
He can erase stuff.
Yeah, but for him to say the cameras don't work that well, we saw Melinda very clear as day get her brain screwed out on top of his desk.
Right. I'm liking the guy better than the female because it's like he more about it. Like, I'm not gonna give him no chances. Yes. He like we want to see them. It should have been now. Don't get nobody a chance.
I think they're gonna finally get some kind of leads, or they're gonna get some type of headway, or some type of evidence, or something to, because even with the new agents going up there, like, where's their files? I need to hear about what all Andrew told y'all. Like, have we ever heard that yet?
Heard what?
Like, okay, remember how Malcolm said in the punishment trailer, Malcolm said to Daikon, if you let me go, I'll tell you everything that we have on the cult. But Andrew has been up there all this time, and we never heard what he has told Mac about the cult. So that's what I'm hoping that we also get from these new agents. Like, somebody please open up a file and say, okay, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. Because there's rumors of drugs, there's rumors of pedophilia, there's rumors of, but we never really saw a trial or you know what I mean?
And I'm trying to figure out Tyler Perry, at least he doing something with the storyline now, because the storyline was stale. Where is the cartel? We forgot about Lilo. Nobody came back for Lilo.
Oh, girl.
Where is the cartel? I want to see the cartel.
I want to see his daddy. Okay.
Yeah, me too. His daddy, senator.
Yes, I want to see him on the show. Like, ain't you concerned about your son? He been gone for a whole season, which we know in TV show times that can be 1 month. You know what I mean?
Well, we all know that cartel don't pay about their money, so where's the money?
Exactly. And in season 1, we know that they were like sending girls into the city. They was prostituting them out and selling drugs, and we haven't seen them really do anything.
And I thought they was gonna recruit. They said it's gonna get more people in the cult. What happened to that?
Girl, I don't know. I don't know.
Tyler gotta do better.
Like I said last season with the bus, remember how old boy?
Oh yeah, they put us in truck.
Yeah, old boy was supposed to fix up that bus. The bus never got fixed.
Nancy, funky Nancy.
And the kids were supposed to be mules, and they were supposed to be taking drugs. And I really think, like I did say last season, that I think that somebody got to Tyler Perry with that part of the storyline with kids being mules and swallowing drugs and stuff. I think that probably was too much, because after that happened, we never heard a peep about children being used as mules.
We don't even see the children. I don't even know the children.
We ain't even seen, exactly. Like, even old boy Aaron, the new visitor.
Yeah, I like Aaron.
His wife, he said, I seen children locked up. We ain't seen them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Tyler Perry forgot about that storyline.
Yeah, I think Tyler Perry, his storyline for this show is very far-fetched from what he normally does, but I think that part with the children was just too much for people.
Right.
I think that's what I think, because why else haven't we seen any kids since like season 1? Why else haven't we heard about them, being mules, and why the bus never got fixed?
Right.
For the children to be transported. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We could be reaching, child. We could be reaching, but that's my take on all that.
Yes, we just trying to find out this storyline, because you gotta get certain storylines finished before you go to other storylines.
Yeah, but you did see how Deputy K did ask the sheriff, about Deputy Post. She was like, I ain't seen him in a month of Sundays. Aren't you concerned? She really wanted to do some investigating and find out where he been, what's up with him. And the sheriff kept saying stuff like, oh, he has a drinking problem. He's probably somewhere binge drinking. He's probably somewhere, like, okay, if he do got a drinking problem, we still ain't gonna look for him. Like,
right. You still ain't gonna help him.
Yeah, but he's trying really hard to get her off that trail. So
she not gonna get off of that. He might do something to her. I got a feeling.
Ooh.
But it's barely nobody working that office.
Maybe still discuss it with the new FBI agents.
Right, hopefully.
And they might start looking for him as well, because as far as we know, he's still somewhere down in the swamp, right? In a river or something. Did they push his car in a river or with him in it or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
But I got a feeling when I look at the season, I think the highest he might forgive Andrew, because he like Andrew the highest. It's Daikon that don't like him. Daikon jealous of Andrew. He's like, I don't want no other good looking dude up in here trying to outshine me.
I know. And that's exactly what Andrew was doing. That's exactly, and the highest was like, why can't y'all just get along?
Because he's a jealous person. Daikon. He does he always get jealous too quick. He had like a you could tell he had like a woman.
You know what? But it's funny you say that, because he is jealous. He's jealous, but it's crazy, because it's like, okay, when he did that shit to Ruth, when he asked Ruth, about what she was doing. Remember when he had saw her with Manny?
Yeah,
And
Manny.
then when she came to his trailer to find out why he wasn't coming to eat breakfast, because of course the ladies can't eat till all the men eat. And then when he calls that other girl in there, that girl was so skinny. I was like, is she starving?
Yeah, and I said, look at her. I said, look at that fake scene. I said, look at
That
she was
girl
saying.
looked like one of those greyhound racing dogs. She was so skinny. I was like, really? She looked like a bag of fucking bones. And I was like, not that that matters, but I was like, hold up, you got this chick to have sex with him in front of Ruth? Like, Ruth ain't about to be embarrassed because of this bitch. Come on now. I mean, she ain't about to be like all scorned and all that. It's just the point that you ain't gonna have sex with nobody on this coat. Okay?
And I said, he being careless because like, what if somebody? I said, you just sleep with anybody, and the highest you don't want the highest to know that you sleeping around with. You sleep with Ruth, but then you slept with this other girl. You being careless. It's not smart.
Yeah, he been
That was
very
dumb.
careless.
If the pious find out, he gonna get you.
And then he talking about he gonna snitch on Ruth because he keeps thinking that she's sleeping around with other people. But you know what? Okay, let me know. Do you think, because I don't know, I just got the feeling that they done had sex before because she seemed too accommodating and too willing. Like as soon as he said take your clothes off, she was like,
Yep.
okay, Daikon.
They probably did. She was so happy. I was like,
damn, I know that nigga look good and everything, but I'm like, damn, she just was like, okay. She took her robe off, took her drawers and her bra off.
yeah, because usually somebody would say, we're not supposed to do that. She was
they
just
supposed to
willing.
say we ain't supposed to do that, or why, or the highest is gonna find out, or I don't want to get punished, or stuff like that.
Or somebody might think it's a trick.
Exactly.
In these codes, they be doing them tricks on people. So I would think it's a trick. And you trying to trick me to get me in trouble.
Always suspicious. Yep.
Yeah, she is willing to. So he probably like, he said, I don't know. I said that Daikon. Ruth got him together.
Willing. But he doing anything to make Ruth jealous because he's already upset at the fact that, but I'm like, how are you going to be upset at the fact that Ruth is having sex with the highest when you're having sex with the highest and you're having sex with Ruth? And matter of fact, I don't even know when the last time he had sex with the highest. It has to have been a very long time because he specifically said in the last episode when he was talking to River, he said, I know all about you being beaten and everything because he did the same thing to me. And as soon as he gets tired of you, he gonna find a whole nother young one.
So the highest don't want no Daikon.
Daikon, but can you picture that? Like, okay, Daikon and the highest met in prison, right?
Yeah.
So when was he beating on him? Was it in prison? Was it
probably
after
was
they got out of prison? I need some background, honey.
Yeah, I need some background too. I want to know when. I said, look at the highest, look at Daikon. They'd be a good match to fight each other.
I really, really need some background.
Because the highest like people that's younger than him and smaller than him. Let's see like people smaller than him. Like he could take somebody. He's a bully.
We have seen the highest lash out on Daikon. I think he hit him probably once. Did he punch him? I can't remember.
I forgot. Is he punch or smack? I think punch.
Yeah.
That one, but he cut Daikon.
Yeah, he cut. Okay. I remember now. But I can't picture Daikon being this person like River, just allowing the highest to beat on him and take advantage of him and assault him. And I just can't picture it. And if that is the case, why are you so jealous that somebody else is in that spot? I would be like,
I'll be happy.
Thank you, Jesus. Sure. Thank you. There is a God.
You know who getting on my nerves? River.
Oh no, River. No. You know who gets on my nerves?
Who?
Take a guess.
That elder mother.
No.
Joan.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that squeaky voice. Sit down. Joan was annoying. I never liked her character. But she's so nosy. Mind your business.
It's just not that. But if we can go back to season 1, when Joan, she was all gung ho, just like Ruth, just like River.
Right.
Steal all the money, get out of there, rescue her daughter, rescue Tally's daughter. They were all gung ho. But lately and last season, it just seems like Joan is like okay, like the way she's treating these friends of hers,
Right.
the new guests, like she's going over and above trying to make it seem like where they are is paradise. It's the next thing to heaven. It's so great and awesome there. Blah 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 blah. She's like really putting in a lot of
Right.
effort. And I'm like, even when Ruth was telling her stuff that's going down. Like when she found out the highest, might be dead. Oh my God, not the highest. Like, do y'all want to get out of there or not? I'm confused.
Right.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
confused.
confused too.
And right now, it does not seem like Joan is trying to get up out of there. And then you see Ruth still thinks that those guests are there to help her rob the highest and then
Right.
escape without her and River. So what do you think about that?
When I look at Joan, I just look at her and discuss. Cause I remember it was a scene when Ruth told her, "Don't get them to stay here," and it seemed like she's trying so hard to get them guests to stay here. Like she trying so hard. Like, come on now. And I said,
Yep.
it did change to me. It seemed like she doesn't want to leave now. Oh, it's not the right timing. What you mean it's not the right timing?
It's just weird because remember last season, she was down there in tears all the time. Hey, we gotta hurry up and leave. I gotta get out of here. I don't
Yeah,
want
she
to.
was.
I mean, and then like she's just, I don't know. I don't know what Tyler Perry is doing with her character.
Yeah, that's how I be confused on her. She a confusing character.
Yeah, like Joan, you the accountant. Why ain't you? She blaming the shit on everybody else, but not having the money or being able to escape. Right? You the accountant. You are the accountant. And how is River able to steal hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s and Joan ain't able to?
That's why I said that scene was total confusion. So the highest got all that money in his in there.
Right.
Anybody could take it. Let's be real. Anybody could take the money if they come in there.
Exactly.
It's
and why
easy
would
to take
hundreds of thousands instead of millions, like Ruth said?
Right.
Ruth was like, "What is 100,000 gonna do with us if we gotta split it 3 ways?"
Yeah, I get what she's saying, but if y'all get to take that money, because it's gonna get harder and harder.
And see, the thing about it is, won't neither one of them make it out there by themselves. So they definitely need to take as much money as they. So I feel Ruth on that. Like,
yeah, she did.
I got several 100,000. What's that? Because not only do y'all have to escape and plan the escape and find a way to escape, but then you have to hide out because they're gonna come looking for y'all. You're gonna need to rebuild your life and start over. So you're gonna need housing. You're gonna need money. You know what I'm saying? Like a few $100,000. That's not enough to split between 3 people.
And plus, they better move out of America.
Exactly, and then she also has to get not her daughter, but I'm thinking that she's still going to try to get Tally's too.
Yeah, Tally daughter. We ain't see another. You ain't see Tally daughter or Callie. That's her daughter, Callie.
Yeah, if not all the kids. I don't know if she's still thinking about getting all the kids.
I don't know how many kids it is. There's gonna be a lot of people, and
yeah, I don't know because she ain't even mentioned her own daughter in a very long time.
So yeah, you right about that,
girl.
And what you think about Zane telling the new girl, what's her name? I forgot that new girl name.
Laura.
Yeah, what you think about Zane telling Laura? Oh, you want to be my new? You want to be my new friend?
Oh, you know what? That was kind of cute because we know that Zane is losing her marbles, right? Zane really needs a friend right now because for one, she thinks Paula. I don't know what she thinks about Paula. If she's dead, if she's alive out there, because I think Zane kind of went crazy because she was really scared to leave, but she really wanted to leave. And then when Paula left, one of her friends, she don't know what happened to her. So all these thoughts is probably going through her mind. Is she dead? Is she alive? And if she is alive, why did she send help? Why did she come back for me? And then with her other good friend, Lacey, who was abused and mistreated and tossed around through all the senators, all that stuff, she believes that she's now dead. So I think the best thing for her right now is probably a friend, but I don't think that lady right there is the right friend for her.
Nope.
I don't, because for one, that lady, she's there for the main purpose of hoping to get pregnant, which she might get pregnant, since her husband is probably the reason why. I think she did say he's the reason why she can't get pregnant or whatnot, and we know that the highest be impregnating the women. So she could possibly get pregnant up there and think, oh God, the Raku has blessed me finally, they sent me a baby, you know what I'm saying? But she does need a friend right now. So I guess, if anything to keep her from, going all the way crazy, because we already think she's like,
Right.
she needs to be put on some medication right now. But I don't know. But she did tell her when she was talking to Laura, she was telling her, because Laura, from her husband, I think Laura's in this place where it's like, do I believe my husband? Is it really that bad? Right. If Joan is my friend, why would she lie to me and make it seem like this place is everything?
That she brainwashed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would Joan not tell me the truth? That's what she's telling her husband. Like, why would she not tell us the truth of what's really going on here? But I think they got an inkling of it. I think she did, the wife, finally, because the husband, he already knows, we got to get the hell out of Dodge, babe. We got to get the fuck out of here. But I think she kind of got an inkling or a hint of, okay, maybe this isn't it, when they got up the next morning. Remember, they couldn't go to bed together that night. And he had to sleep in the man bunk. She had to sleep in the ladies' bunk. And then the next morning, they basically told them, y'all can't even eat breakfast together. He got to eat with the men, and you got to eat breakfast with the women. So that should be a sign right there that y'all ain't going to have no parts with each other at all.
I ain't going to marry. Y'all might see each other, but y'all can't talk. Y'all
ain't married no more in the eyes of the Raku. Shoot, y'all just cult members right now. That's your sister, and that's your brother.
Right.
Girl.
And I was looking at them, like, when he said, I got to go to the bathroom. And then the elder mother was bringing the food. She was like, eat. She didn't want to eat that food. I hate when people do that. Like, you be sitting to eat and they telling you to eat. Why you up? Move. Why you off my face? Let me eat because I want to. The elder mother was like, eat.
Yeah, she basically forced them to eat. She was like, I'll wait for my husband. I gotta wait for my husband. No, you eat now. You eat now. Eat. I was like, okay, come on now.
When you got them double teaming.
Yeah, when is that suspicion going to kick in that maybe it's something in that food that could either maybe kill you or something?
Yeah, cause I'm like, why they forcing me to eat? But then that husband, he's smart because he threw that food up. That husband not playing. He said, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yes.
Hopefully he is undercover or something. I don't know, because that husband, he ain't playing. He want to get out of there.
Yeah, he seems to, and then he brought a phone. You saw she was like, you promised we wouldn't bring a phone. Like, who the hell goes anywhere without a phone these days? Right. I don't care if you're trying to be off the grid, if you're trying to go, like, some people want to go into the mountains or go into the country. We're not going to take any internet, but you're at least going to bring one for emergencies. At least bring your laptop for emergencies, bring your cell phone for emergencies. I ain't going nowhere without my cell phone. Shoot. I ain't going across the street to my neighbor's house without my cell phone.
Right. And plus, I think the wife might really become suspicious because you and Zane told, she said, what happened to your friends? Oh, they with the Raku. Then Fiona said, oh, they dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I know, it's like too many hints. Like, okay, we got men locked up and chained up. We got children locked up. We got a man walking around with half of his penis cut off. It's like,
then y'all gotta be locked up in.
And you gotta be locked up in there. When they locked me up, like all I could think about when he was locked up, I thought about oh God, what's that TV show? The TV show with the boy and the girl, the brothers and sisters. They was locked up in the flowers in the attic. When they locked them in the up, I was like, okay, they got some flowers in the attic shit going on. Everybody got to be locked up at nighttime. Right. Like But what do you think about River? Okay, so River, we know he overdosed the highest, And the highest told Daikon to get rid of the rest of the heroin because he thinks that they gave whoever sold it to them gave him a bad batch and is trying to kill him. So when Daikon went to the dresser drawer and noticed that the heroin was gone, of course, I'm sure he assumed that River had to have overdosed
the highest.
Mm-hmm. So okay, what I don't understand is if Ruth and Joan and River is trying to escape and steal all the money, why do they care if the highest dies or not? Like, just take the money and go.
I think they probably care because, like, Ruth, she want the millions of dollars. So if the highest did, they might. She said something might happen to all of us. It might, and they might become way more strict. Something might happen to all of them.
Right, but the fact that the highest is so abusive, mentally, spiritually, physically, he's just so abusive. They was like down there in tears, like, oh no, not the highest, oh
no. Right, they was.
Like, are y'all serious?
That's how I look at that. Like,
I don't know.
She wanted to save the highest. I said, oh my God.
Right, she rushed in there to try to save the highest and make sure he didn't die. And I'm like, child.
And I was like, she came through the back door. So I'm looking like, no, okay, she came through the back door. So I'm like, it's easy to go in there and get the highest. Did you come through the back door or come through a window?
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody guarding the back door.
But as far as Mother and her hot ass girl, Mother, she's so hot. She's so fast. Up there showing out in front of that man, you know, who she asked to walk to her trailer.
I need me a big, strong
black man.
Black. I'm like, ugh, that man don't want you.
And then she told Ruth, that was funny because after that part, that's when Joan was talking to Ruth, and she was telling Joan basically, you know, what is you doing? Whatever you're doing, you're just taking too long. And Joan said, yes, sister, I'll move a little quicker or whatever. And Ruth said, do you mean Elder Ruth? Like,
she said, you liking that title?
Like, it's so confusing. Like I said, I don't know. We knew Tyler Perry writes all his shows, storylines or whatever, all his shows. And then we had heard in season 2 that he was allowing other writers to. It's just the show kind of just gets a little confusing because it's like all three of them are supposed to be working together, but then it seems like they're kind of like stabbing each other in the back. Right. Sometimes, and being like Ruth being really disrespectful to Joan and Joan being disrespectful to her. Like, I don't know where Joan stands right now. Like, do you think Ruth and do you think River can truly trust Joan? No. Right now?
I don't.
Because she's just acting really weird. She's not acting like she really wants to leave. Because remember, she was crying. She was distressed. She was distraught. Like, we got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. I can't take it anymore. And now it's like, I don't know. She's acting like a totally different person. Like, she's comfortable there. And she's trying to convince these new people how comfortable it is there and how nice it is and welcoming and, you know, this is paradise and all this other kind of stuff. So, I don't know.
Yes, and plus what I'm not getting is one thing I don't get is Ruth's supposed to be marrying the highest. Why nobody really respecting her like that? Hey,
what's I seen somebody say hi. They say hey Tanya. Well, they say hey to the table and hey Tia.
Hey.
Yes, Bree Love. This was a good episode.
But why nobody respecting Ruth? I said they still not respecting her. How they be acting towards her? Like I said. You supposed to get some type of respect. You about to marry the highest.
Right. She's about to marry the highest and she's still getting no respect.
She should be sleeping somewhere better than what she's sleeping at now. Like sleeping like with you know how Daikon sleeps somewhere nice. He got his own thing. She should have her own thing.
I never thought about that. Like
she should be getting treated like a queen. Like, I'm the queen. Like it's the highest. Y'all respect my woman.
Isn't
y'all do what she tell y'all to do.
So the only 3 people who have their own trailers to themselves is Daikon, Mother, and the highest, right? Just them 3?
Yeah. Yeah, funky elder Mother.
Okay, so the rest
Supreme
of
elder mother.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because I never thought about that. Like, why Ruth, as the fiance, the wife to be of the highest, why don't she have her own little suite, her own little trailer to herself? I never thought
Right.
about that.
And why? And I thought she supposed to have somebody guard her. The highest supposed to get somebody to guard her, and she ain't got nobody to guard her. Like, she supposed to be protected. If you the wife, you supposed to be protected.
Right, right.
And but why do she always wait till the man eat? And why can't she eat?
Well, you know,
Why do she gotta wait?
pull. She still has some type of pull because when she be talking to a Daikon, like she be slapping the shit out of him. He said, "I ain't the highest. You ain't gonna keep putting your hands on me." She looking at him like, "Shit."
She said, "You and the highest is mine." I said, she fought Daikon thing. I said, "Good for him, because he deserved it. He getting on my nerves, to be honest." Acting like a lot. I said, "Come on."
But when she grabbed his stuff, did you not think that they was about to do it? And the first thing I thought was, please, Ruth, make him wash up before you have sex with him. After
yeah, so I said, don't do nothing with him. Make him wash up or something. Wait till later. Like,
girl.
But then somebody see her come out the trailer, the highest.
But that girl was so skinny. I'm like, and no shade to skinny people. I'm a big girl. Y'all know I'm all a big girl. Y'all have seen me millions of times on here. But I was like, that girl was so skinny. I was like, I can't believe how skinny she was. And then when he had her stretched out on the bed, I was like, she just looked like a long stick. Like, I was like, and I'm like, I'm like, Ruth, you have no competition. I'm sorry.
Right. She don't.
And he looked like I mean, and he was up there just staring at her. Don't you move. You stare at her. You keep your eyes on her. Ruth was looking like, this nigga really think he doing something.
Right. Well, you look like, well, she enjoying it. It look like you enjoying it. You ain't enjoying like you be with me.
He sure wasn't.
He wasn't.
He wasn't enjoying trying to
make her mad. Jealous. Yeah, I said she was. I said she did. She got jealous a little bit, but then she got him together. Told another come back in here. Yeah, and she's like,
I don't even know if it was jealousy. I think it was just like you
power. Like I got the power, you don't.
Yeah, I think it was more.
Yeah, it wasn't jealousy
because she knows that Daikon is in love with her. As much as he fights it, she knows that she has his heart. I think it was more the disrespect thing. Yeah, like not so much as I'm jealous and I'm angry, but how dare you? Like, you know, you is mine and I am yours, and so is the highest. We a threesome. Might as well say we a threesome. They might as well have like a whole family, like all of them together that sleep in one trailer.
Right.
Oh my God. But Bree Love said, yeah, she's an OG, and yes, put some respect on my name.
Right. I was looking at Daikon like you trying to be just petty. So Daikon's he's the petty person.
Oh yeah, Daikon is real petty. Like how he be getting slick and getting smart with people, especially the women, especially with Mother. But I can understand why he gets slick with Mother, because Mother, I don't know why, she just thinks like she's on the at the top of the totem pole. Like you might have used to be. I don't know when that was, because from the inception of season 1, she was never on the top of the totem pole. Nope. She tried to have power over everybody under her, but the highest will knock her ass backwards with a slap, just like he'll do anybody else.
All right. And I want to, what I want to see again? I want to see them go to the store, go outside the compound. I want to see something.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing them in that compound looking. I say, some of them be looking real funky, like they be looking all hot.
Well, we do know that ain't nobody tried to escape in a long time. I mean, Lacey was the last one, and we saw what happened to her, but then we saw her come back to life, literally. Well, she was never dead, but you know what I'm saying? We all thought she was dead. But, you know, she's back and everything, but it seemed like nobody can get away. And again, in the storyline, like with the Oval, I really hate how some people, somebody had left me a message on one of my Ruthless videos, and they said something about the storyline of Ruthless be all over the place sometime, and they said that when he kind of wraps it around the oval, sometimes it don't make any sense.
It doesn't.
And I agree with that on certain elements because, like the fact of Tally, like Tyler Perry, you let Tally escape in the truck with Paula, and you ain't said a word about them in over a season. But then in the Oval, we hear that she went to see her mama, and they shot up her mama house, and she's dead.
No, how Tally got killed. She went to Ruth. Her, you know, her baby daddy is Barry. She went to the parents' house to get the money that Ruth left.
Right.
She shot herself. But I said, I don't. But
and they said she shot herself because of what? Because of her daughter?
Yeah, I said. She said, "Oh, they after me. They're gonna get me and all this stuff." I said,
it didn't make no sense.
It doesn't make sense. You know why it don't make sense to me? Because when I look at this show, Tally know what's going on. So why would she just escape and kill herself? She want to leave. I said, she really want to leave her daughter. That's how I look at it. I think that Tyler Perry just came with that crazy storyline. Like she know about leaving and people get killed. So why would she leave? It's just like if I know a lot of stuff and you say, "Oh, we ain't gonna leave," why would I just leave? And I've been in longer than you, and I know way more stuff than you know. I'm telling you stuff. Like that don't make no sense.
And Bree-Love said she slapped him up. Girl, wasn't she slapping the shit out of him?
He said, "What's wrong with you, woman?"
But you know what? She slapped him and she slapped River this episode.
That's good because River getting on my nerves because when he was in a room with Aaron. So I'm getting these two names mixed up because he got someone else named Aaron on his other show, Tyler Perry. We was in the room with Aaron. I said, "Why would you go look in that man's face? Leave him alone. Stop trying to take advantage of that man. That man don't want you." I don't like that. Because I don't like when people do that. Somebody took advantage of you. You up in his face looking at him. He don't want you. Okay, you have me take off my robe. I don't like when people do that. You shouldn't do what somebody else do to you. And if it hasn't been that long ago, the Heidi's on that to him. Heidi's started doing that to him. Because this show ain't that long. It hasn't been that long. How Tyler Perry storylines be. I don't try to take advantage of that man. Don't want you. I don't like when people do that. That man is straight. He don't want no man. I don't like when people do that. Go after somebody that's that like me.
When he was in the trailer at the
he's off in homeboy face. He like that boy Aaron. He's a good looking guy, but he don't go that way. I don't like when people do that. Stop trying to make somebody something that they not. He's not that way.
And I almost thought that he might try to take advantage of him in the middle of the night. That did cross my mind.
Yeah, I did think that. I don't like that. Even in real life, if somebody is straight, let them be straight, and let's go after somebody that's not. That's right. That go that way too, like you.
Right.
And don't try to take advantage of him.
About that Aaron guy, I know he had the phone that he was trying to keep on him. You know, they didn't get no signal, but I'm thinking he hopes it's going to eventually work. But I wonder what else is in that book bag, in that duffel bag or whatever. Because he was holding real tight to that duffel bag. Yeah, he was holding tight to that duffel bag, like I'll be holding on to my stuff. Right.
You know, you go to certain places, you be holding on to your stuff, or certain people house. You don't leave your stuff around like that. You can't be like certain stuff around all the time. Your pocketbook all around all the time. Because you're like, I don't know like, all these fools here.
He was holding his okay, hold up, wait a minute.
Duffel bag.
He was holding that duffel bag just as tight as that naked ass dude was holding his stuff on the top bunk. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's how I was like, what the?
I said, why is he laying up there naked as a jaybird holding his stuff?
Right. That's how I was looking. I said,
is this how they sleep? I started trying to look around, you know, the trailer, and I see like a glimpse of a person in the dark on the other side of the trailer, and I couldn't tell if they were naked too. But I was like, oh, is this how they sleep naked? All the men? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Now, you know, they ain't got no AC, so maybe that could be the reason why he was, you know.
Yeah, they ain't got no AC for them. They only got AC for the highest Daikon and elder mother. I said Ruth ain't even got no AC, and she supposed to be the highest fiance.
Yeah, trust me, if I'm somebody's fiance, you better give me some of that air.
Right, she needs to speak up. I was speaking up like I need to live somewhere better and all this stuff. I need to be closer to you.
Why am I still using the bathroom out at the porty pot?
And why is she still making food and serving people? Is she supposed to be your fiance?
Thank you.
I ain't get that part either.
Don't you got some kind kind of special privileges being the being the fiance of the highest. You still out here serving, mother. The only person you should be serving is the highest.
Right. And plus, if they do, Sammy Day was all at a table and the highest at a table too. She put us at the other end of the table on the throne, like he's on the throne. You know how they be doing. Like a man want to sit at the end of the table. She put us at the other end of the table. But that's why people not seeing her as his fiance, because how you treating her. And so you can treat her just like us.
That was funny when Joan was talking to Paula. Paula was like, but I'm really hungry. Can I just eat? She's like, no, not until all the men eat. And she was like, but can I get something to drink? No.
Right.
I'm like, Joan is just acting really different. Like her whole character, her whole attitude, demeanor is totally, totally different than what we knew of. Like she used to be all shy and timid and scary and wanting to get out of there and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And she just, I don't know. I can't read her right now. She's just really different.
And she was like, I liked it when she was asking Ruth, she was like, she said, did Daikon eat? And she told Joan, oh, Daikon didn't eat yet. And she said, I think Daikon do that on purpose. So we won't be able to eat. Daikon is just petty. I'd have threw that food down his throat, shove it down his throat, or shove it somewhere.
That was funny though when she said, "Now get your ass out of here and go eat your breakfast, so the rest of the ladies can eat."
It was like I was like a mama talk to a child. Yes. He's like a little boy.
Oh, that was too funny. And Brelo said it's so hot in there, man. It is hot in there. Those trailers, I can just imagine how hot it is in those sweaty funk. And then did you hear when old boy River was saying, now this man right here, he really got some funky feet. This one right here, he really like snores real loud. This one right here, and I was like, oh my God, they ain't got no air.
The highest no he going for that.
And you know, men don't always wash themselves up as decently as they should, like women.
Right.
Up in there in that hot box and y'all ain't got no air. Wow.
That's how it's
did we cover everything? Let me look at my notes. I know we kind of reviewing 3 episodes.
Yes.
3 episodes.
What was your favorite episode out of the 3 episodes?
Normally y'all, for people who follow us, we don't normally review a whole bunch of episodes at one time, but I didn't realize that Ruthless has started. And you know what? Then again, you know what, Tia? I think Tyler Perry does that all the time with Ruthless, doesn't he? He put out the first 3 episodes all at once.
Yeah.
I think that's what he does. Yeah, that's what he normally does. I just don't know when they came out.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah.
But we just discussing all 3 episodes. That's all we doing. Usually we be discussing it in order when we doing one episode. We just gonna discuss it.
Yeah, normally we do one episode at a time. So now that we back on track, when episode 4 comes out, we'll review that one. But was that you who said you was caught up with Power? Or was that
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, I think that was Champagne. So tomorrow night, me and Champagne, and if you get caught up with Power, you know, Power Book 2 with Ghost with Tariq, we're gonna be reviewing that tomorrow night at 4. I think it's episode 6 or 7 that is on right now. So yeah, not 4. We're gonna be reviewing that at 8. And I'll still be working at 4, but we're gonna review that at like 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So we'll be doing Power Book 2, Ghost. The spinoff. We'll be doing that review tomorrow night at 8. And again, I think it's on season 4, episode 6 or 7. I can't remember. But whatever the last episode was last Friday, that's the one that we're going to be reviewing tomorrow night. So on that note, I think we did cover pretty much everything. Over 3 episodes, we was like jumping back and forth and going around and around, but we pretty much, you know, summed everything up, our thoughts and everything on these 3 episodes. So I do appreciate it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We don't got to talk about every single thing, the important stuff, the stuff that needs to be talked about. Because some scenes be dragging out.
Right.
They be dragging out certain scenes.
Yeah, that's what I try to do all the time when I do TV show reviews. I try to discuss the most important or the hottest storylines or, you know, stuff like that. I try to. But then sometimes we just get on a roll and we just be talking and talking and talking. And I love it. I love it. I love discussing TV shows with you guys because I swear to God, before I started doing TV shows, like I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 years now on YouTube. But before then, it was like a lot of times, a lot of my friends and close family members, they don't watch what I watch. So it's like I be want to talk to somebody like, girl, did you see what happened last night on Love and Hip Hop? I don't watch that shit. Did you see what happened on Tony Braxton's show? I don't watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was my show, Braxton Family Values, and they bringing Love and Hip Hop to MTV. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop no more. It got boring. I've been stopped watching it a couple years ago, huh?
And I mean, like the Basketball Wives and all them different type of shows.
It got boring. Them shows just played out. That's the whole point. It's played out. Yeah. They got too many. They keep bringing it on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They keep bringing back the same people. We don't need the OGs. We need new people. We need younger.
Exactly.
Basketball Wives.
Even when I used to do the reviews on like the Black Inks and the spinoffs and things like that, a lot of my friends and people, they ain't into the reality shows. So when I started doing reviews on YouTube, it was kind of like really nice because I'm like, there are people out there who will try to find other people who discuss or like those shows. So, and even though our channel, our platform isn't as big as a lot of these YouTube platforms, I do appreciate everybody who tunes in and watches and likes the videos, share the videos. Every now and then we'll get a Cash App or a Super Chat, but those are not mandatory. The only thing that we really ask, at least on my channel, is that you like the video and share the video if you can, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you ever want to send a little love offering, if the Lord moves you, you can always Cash App or Super Chat. And my Cash App is on the screen, $ the hood table 402. If you ever want to Cash App my co-host Tia, the beautiful Tia, her Cash App is $ Tia Jones 333. So on that note, everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it good.
Keep it hood, and tell them about your your Facebook.
Oh, that's right. You know,
and make sure. And one thing, make sure y'all subscribe because followers do matter. In my Candy Burris voice, like we celebrate followers over here. We celebrate with her.
Matter of fact, let me thank you, Bree Love. She said, "Good show, thank you." I just dropped the Facebook link, y'all. We got almost let me see how many people we got in there. We are at 465 members in our Tyler Perry Ruthless TV show fan group, Facebook group on Facebook, and it is my personal group. I created the group,
right?
And I'm the only one who add people in the group. As long as I don't think you're a troll or anything like that, I'll add you to the group. So right now we are almost at 500 members in our Tyler Perry TV show fan group that I created. So it's my own personal Facebook group on Facebook, and I did drop the link in the chat for that. And also, if you guys look at the top of the chat, there's a pinned link for my cake decorating YouTube channel. Yes. A lot of y'all know that I am a custom personal cake decorator, and I design cakes, and I am basically a cake artist. So if you want to, please click that link at the top of the chat. It's pinned up there. Just click the link. It'll take you to my YouTube channel called Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice. And you just subscribe and hit the notification bell. And again, that is also on Facebook and IG. So Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice, my custom cake decorating platform, is on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. And I always tell people who are if you like cake designs, if you like watching those videos of people designing cakes, if you like checking out different pictures of cakes, if you are in fact a baker or getting into baking or want to try that out, see if you can manage to design cakes and all that kind of stuff, please follow me on my cake decorating pages. You might get some type of inspiration. Or a lot of times I tell my customers, when they say, I don't know what kind of cake I want, I don't know what it's going to look like, I don't know, I'd be like, either go to Google and type in something like, I don't know, 2-year-old birthday cake, or Disney birthday cake, or Aladdin birthday cake. Just Google something that you have in mind and send me some pictures so that I can know what to go off of. Or you can just go to my Facebook page or my IG, and you can look up some of my photos. And people do it sometimes. They'll look at one of my photos and say, I want that cake that you made for that person right there. I want it to look like that. So check those out too. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys, all your love and support. There's another YouTuber on here. I just want to shout her name out. I hope she don't mind. But Properly Bonafide, aka Property Live, aka Chelsea, aka Cemented. Her mother is going through something right now, with cancer and everything, and she talks about it a lot on her YouTube. So I'm not giving out any personal information, but my subscribers, if you know her, if you support her, I just want you to keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and keep her family, her mother, in your thoughts and prayers as well, and throw up some prayers for her while she goes through chemo and everything, because I know what it's like to have a parent who has cancer, and my mother, y'all know, passed away from cancer in 2015. So I know what it's like to take care of them when they're on hospice, when they're at home. You got to clean them, bathe them, feed. I know all about that stuff. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And she knows that, I support her, and I'm always praying for her, that her mom, get through this and, kick cancer's ass. Okay? Karate chop. Hiya. But other than that, you guys, that's all I got tonight. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times. And again, like me and Tia said, keep it hood.
Keep it hood. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Peace, love,
and love you. And Tia, hit me up if you want to review with me tomorrow night.
All right.
All right, love. Good night.